Hi gorgeous! Happy Frugal Friday to you. In today's video, I'm doing another comparison with one of the Beauty Treats palettes to one of the Viseart palettes. I did a video like this a little while ago. If you happen to miss it, I will have it linked below for you. The comparison I'm doing today is with the Viseart Bridal Satins palette. I think that's what it's called. And this was the first Viseart palette I ever got, and I was really happy to see that Beauty Treats had a duplicate. So today I'll be showing you an application side by side with each of these palettes so you can see how they compare. I'll wear them throughout the day and then come back at the end of the video to let you know, are these truly comparable? Can you save a lot of money with the Beauty Treats palette or not? I already applied the Milani eyeshadow primer onto my eyes, and I'm not really sure what look I want to do with these palettes, so we will make it up as we go along. I'm gonna be using the Beauty Treats palette on this eye and the Viseart palette on this eye. So this first shade from the Beauty Treats palette looks like a light pink. Yeah, it is. It doesn't look as pink as on the Viseart side, and you can see how powdery this one is in consistency, but pigmentation is pretty great. I'm using that same light pink from the Viseart side, and the pigmentation is okay, but I feel like it's not as strong as the Beauty Treats side. Difference in texture too. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera or not, but the Viseart side is a more shimmery eyeshadow, whereas the Beauty Treats side is a little bit more of a matte shimmer. I'm going with that dark purple, which I love, love, love. And thankfully it is just as pigmented as I thought it would be. Yay! And then with the Viseart side over here, and it's amazing to me how, I mean, the pigmentation is still really great with the Viseart palette, but it was just so in your face with the Beauty Treats palette over here. But I feel like it took a lot more effort on this side than it did with the Viseart side, which just, the colors melted into one another. And then for the crease, I'm gonna use that orange in the palette, which is so pretty. And I'm hoping it's gonna be really great here on the Beauty Treats side. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the Viseart palette with that same orange eyeshadow. So you can see the difference with one layer. If there is a difference, I'm curious to see myself. Okay, well, you made a liar out of me. They're pretty much equal when you apply one layer in terms of the pigmentation that you get. And this is a really light eyeshadow anyway, so you do have to apply a couple layers of it. But just like I had mentioned with the Beauty Treats side over here with that pink eyeshadow, the orange one is a lot more shimmery. Can you see that? Compared to the one over here, which is a little bit more of a matte shimmer. And finally, I'm gonna take that dark black at the bottom of the palette because I figure, why not? And apply that into the outer V, little bit. Really pigmented on the Beauty Treats side over here. I don't have that much on the brush at all. Look at that. Oh. I'm gonna try it with the Viseart side over here. Need a little bit more on the brush, just a little bit. I purposefully did not clean it off, but you can see I had the same amount of fallout on the Beauty Treats side and the Viseart side, so we'll get rid of that right here, right now. You can already see the differences between these two eyes and how blended out and muddy the high-end side looks compared to the drugstore side, which I actually like better. I want to see all those colors because doggone it, I took all that work to put them on. I want to see them. And I feel like on this side, they're just lost and the eye is too shimmery. Where over here, it's not too shimmery and the eyeshadows have a much better finish in my opinion. So it'll be interesting to see how each of these sides wears throughout the day. And after wearing each of these palettes all day long, very disappointed in the Viseart side. It looks even worse than when I had first applied it. The orange is completely gone. You can't even tell that I had any orange in my crease whatsoever. Whereas if you look on the Beauty Treats side over here, all of the colors are still very visible. The purple is faded a little more than I feel like it should be, but for the most part, it looks really good. And once again, Beauty Treats has far exceeded the Viseart palette. Let me know what you thought about today's comparison between each of these palettes. And if you are interested in picking up this Beauty Treats palette, I'll have the link below for you. I purchased it off Amazon for around $6. If you can find them at a Five Below store, you can get them much cheaper. I personally have never seen one at a Five Below, so I had to order online. At any rate, excellent palette, worth hunting down. Cannot recommend it to you enough. And I will be doing one more comparison with a Beauty Treats palette coming up here soon with another Viseart palette. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you again next week.